What's up, Wolfpack? This one-on-one with Mike Boss Jr.
So Mike, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Taking it day by day. It's a blessing to be over here in these times right now. So I'm taking it all in.
So how have you settled into Worcester so far?
I settled in pretty well. I know my way around town now. We driving downtown. Never thought I'd do it. Never thought I'd drive a stick shift, but I actually be getting out there, so it's pretty cool.
So you're getting used to the UK driving then?
Yeah. At first I was like, oh, they kind of drive fast and all that, but now I'm just like, oh, I ain't worried. Like,
You got used to being on the other side of the road yet?
yeah, I did. I was in Australia at one point in time, so we had to drive on the opposite. But I just never drove the stick shift, so it was different.
Oh, that must have been weird.
Yeah, it was weird. So I'm hoping I'll be cool when I go back home because I got to get back on the right side. So
I was just saying, yeah, like in a couple of months you're going to be driving on the other side of the road in different
yeah,
places.
hopefully I won't be tripping like, oh, my girl, oh, you on the wrong side. My fault. I've been over here a couple months.
You see the traffic coming the other way, you're like,
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuck in my British ways.
Yeah, the British ways.
So, have you found some good places to eat or found some good places to go shopping to?
Nah, not really. I do what is it called? It's like a Uber. I do Uber Eats. I went to a Chinese spot the other day to see what it was like. It was pretty cool. I go to Starbucks. I like Starbucks. I ain't try. We got Five Guys back in the States, but I ain't eat it yet because it's a lot on that. So I might just wait till the end of the season and try that one time. But there's a couple of good places I hear about, but I just never been to yet.
You managed to get down to like where you do your food shopping and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, the food centers, Asda, I go to Aldi sometimes or the big Tesco, get my food, get my chicken, all that. Like you said.
Actually, being a tall dude, you're pretty recognizable. Do you get recognized around and about the town?
It's crazy. They actually be cool. They don't really say nothing. Like, some place I might work in, oh, you tall, but I have on Worcester gear and all that, they don't say nothing. I don't be surprised, because back in the States, they, oh, da 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 da. So it's different, but I like it like this. It makes me feel like a regular person. Like, that's how you want to feel.
And especially with the college basketball sort of atmosphere,
Yeah.
they would go crazy.
Yeah.
Everything's crazier over there with college basketball. So it must be a nice change.
Yeah, it's a nice change. I'm getting to live like a regular person right now.
Exactly. So how does Worcester kind of compare to other places that you've lived around the States?
They more like, I feel like it's more cool here, I heard it's like one of the safest places, so coming from where I come from, you always gotta like watch your back or whatever. Like I still get them tendencies like to, oh, who's that walking past my window? Like, but everything just be cool, it's real calm, no drama going on, and it's just great vibes, and I like that about Worcester.
Yeah, it's a great place to be, and there's a lot of differences, and it's quite calming. I'm not sure what it's like in the States, but obviously you're here with the Wolves now. What's your relationship like with Coach Newby?
Oh, that's my guy, man. We joke every day. My word, I be saying for sure. So he be like, for sure. But I don't be sounding like that, but I always copy him with his little accent or something. Say something, y'all British terms or something, he'll just look at me and say, for sure. So yeah, we've been going at it ever since day one. That's my guy though.
So what's some of your favorite British lingo to fire back at Coach Newby?
I don't have a name, I just copy him more likely. Like if he said that, I'm able to recite it and say it back.
All right, mate.
Yeah, all right, mate. Like, I say chill, mate, a lot. So I'm gonna go back to the States saying that. I did that one time for my girls thinking at me like, bro, what? Like, what are you saying? I'm like, that's their little lingo over here.
I think you're gonna be going back with a lot more lingo.
Oh yeah, I want to for sure.
They're gonna be like, you're thinking that you're speaking a foreign language.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. Me going overseas, my family ain't really been overseas, so me coming back saying this stuff is pretty cool.
I mean, it's pretty cool when talent gets you, right? So moving away from the kind of the personal stuff or aspect for a second, moving on to basketball. Where did your relationship with basketball start?
With my mom. My mom introduced me. I believe I was like 9, and she got me started. My mom was a basketball player. My dad was a basketball player too, but my mom just really brought me into it. We still talk to this day on what I need to do to make it farther or help the team or help myself.
So would you say that both of your parents were like kind of the ones that helped you and like, kind of like your idols to try and push further into your basketball career?
Yeah, most definitely. And then when I seen LeBron come on, I'm like, oh, I like him for sure. So I ain't gonna say we not like the same frame, but I like kind of like model my game off of him. But his furious dunks and all that, like I hate be dunking hard. That's why I dunk hard too.
I'm gonna say you've been going pretty mental with the dunks. I mean, one here you almost blew the backboard.
Man. Ooh, that was crazy. Like I ain't even expected. Like I went up, I'm like, oh, dunk it with like the rim coming down. I'm like, oh. Like, as soon as I grabbed off the rim, I just stepped down. I'm like, damn, even brought the rim down. But that's the goal. I done broke a backboard before, so hey, every time I go up, I'm trying to break that joint.
Exactly. I mean that must have been crazy. Like the amount of sort of responses that clip got. I mean, it went viral.
Man, went viral.
Well, like your DMs like swimming.
Oh man, it was crazy. I already knew what it was. Like when it happened, I'm like, oh yeah, this about to go viral right here. Like it was on the Sports Center and all that. I'm like, because people were so shocked because they never seen it in person, and like I didn't even know what's gonna happen myself. And I'm like, I'm walking on, I'm like, dang, did I really just do that? Like, and I like now and then I look back over it like, dang, I really broke that, shattered that. Like it was crazy, man. I never thought I'd be doing that.
I mean, you didn't even like flinch or anything. You looked down the camera and it's like, I'm gonna go do my business.
No, for sure, yeah. Man, I've been working, so I've been doing a lot of lifting too, so that might have been a part of it. So I just went up. I felt like it was high. I'm like, man, I gotta come down with this. So, just, like, I wanted the rim, man. I wish I would've got the rim, but when I go back, I can see what's up.
Obviously, as I mentioned before, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
So, have you always been like the biggest, like say, like in your classes in school, or have you always been the biggest kid in like the neighborhood?
Yeah, I have. My mom said I have, so I believe I have. It's always been a big kid. I mean, my mom like 6'2", my dad 6'5". I wouldn't be 5'5" or something. So, yeah, this is always the tall guy on the block, like that.
I mean, we've said that you kind of garner a little bit of attention. I mean, I was about to ask actually. Do you think that tallness kind of runs in the genes? But then again, you kind of surpassed both parents.
Yeah. So I'm actually the tallest in my family now. So I wanted to be. So I'm glad I got that. And hopefully, my children, my son, be taller than me. We hope for it, but we'll see.
Your son's gonna be like 7'5".
I wish he already big, because I got big hands. He got big hands, and he just got like a solid body. He's only 2, but he look like a 5-year-old. He eats like a 5-year-old, so it's like, bro, this dude's gonna be a monster. So I gotta for sure get him right.
He's gonna be a 7'5" Zion.
Yeah, for real. I gonna get him right early.
Exactly. So, like, obviously, you started loving basketball because of about the age of 9. When did you start like playing basketball in like a team scenario?
It had to been around that age too, because we had this league. I used to stay in the city called Painesville. It was like outside of Cleveland, and they used to have a league called the PBA, and I played in there for a couple years. So that's where it really started.
Yeah, and evolving from that, you went on to play in high school. What was how was that jump, and how did your game kind of change in a way to playing in high school?
It changed differently because I started to kind of be the man. In 9th grade, you had other people. I was playing a little bit of varsity, a little bit of JV, but I didn't have all the mental. I really didn't know everything yet. So I took all that criticism, them pushing me, and I ended up transferring schools my 11th grade year, and that was like my breakout year. So it was me and my other guy, Christian. We was like the mans on the team. So it was fun.
So you mentioned you had a breakout season in high school as well, winning the season MVP.
Mm-hmm.
What did that kind of mean to you, and how much did that help your confidence as a young guy trying to make it?
That I know I can do it like anybody else that's out here. We had top ranked guys in Ohio or whatnot. I'm like, they doing it, I can do it for sure. So this winning that MVP of the league, I won like the division MVP of the league, something, but it was pretty good. I felt that knowing I could do it, so my mind knew I could do it.
And going from that, you obviously get the offer to go and play in Memphis. What was that like getting that offers, and did you have many other offers there to play elsewhere as well?
It took off slowly. Like I had to go a different route, not straight to Memphis, but I'm glad I went that route because it showed me adversity. It gave me friends that I still talk to nowadays, and this how to make fun out of certain situations that's really nothing there. But yeah, it started off in JUCO, and it was a good season my first year. I sat out the first half because I broke my foot, but I came back. I did good. I was still one of the top 100 players in JUCO. Then I ended up transferring, and I got schools right off top, and I committed to New Mexico before Memphis, but at the end of the season, the coach ended up, getting fired. So after we opened my recruitment with so many coaches, I'm like, oh man, all these offers. I'm like, I don't know who to choose. So I always told myself though, I wanted to go to a big school where you're on TV, you get recognized and all that. And I had that opportunity to open for me in Memphis. They came down to see me. They offered me. I'm like, I'm committing, and I'd never been to Memphis before, so I committed before even taking a visit, all that. But I just knew it was going to be the right situation for me, and it turned out to be.
I was saying, yeah, like you say, it was, and kind of the best decision, as well. Getting big eyes on you was arguably playing for an NBA legend in Penny Hardaway.
Right.
What was it like being coached by him?
It was pretty cool, man. He brought a lot of attention on us, and he's like a player's coach, so he understands and he knows the positions to put you in to be good. So it was a good experience,
And so you're not only playing under him, but also playing alongside his son as well. So how did the team gel? Like obviously you mentioned he's a player's player. You had a lot of success in terms of games as well. So how was that? Building that team chemistry alongside having that upper echelon coach.
It started off in the summer. All of us just being together. Just hanging out on and off the court. It's gonna make a difference. And us just being in the gym and having each other's back. And it played pretty well. Could have went better, but I mean, it's all good. At least we had that opportunity to do that with each other.
Exactly. And looking back on your time in Memphis, what would you say is one of your most favourable moments, or like a memory that you look back on with fondness?
Actually graduating, because most people coming from where I come from don't get to graduate, and I had that experience. And also having my son as a car down there, it was before we was about to play Houston, and I had stayed back, and they went on, and they delivered, and I left the next day. So it was a pretty good experience seeing my son born.
So that kind of whole kind of time frame was quite a proud moment for you as an individual.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Doctor's appointments, and having to go to practice and this and that. It was a lot, but I worked through it and I got through it, so it was all great.
I mean, I'll come on to this a bit later, but nothing can be more prouder than to witness the birth of your son, right?
Yeah, so it would feel different. Like the doctors had me, I'm like, damn, what we just made? I'm like, it's crazy right here. So it was just a blessing for sure.
It's like maybe like someone's handing you your baby. You hold it. You don't have that much of a connection with it, but when you hold your own,
right,
it's completely different because it's your own to kind of nurture, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
And I love that, and it still goes on to this day. When I FaceTime him. Hey, what's up? How your day? Your day was good? Yeah. Like he only 2, he get more talkative now, so it's real funny, man. I just love talking to him now.
Does he bring in like the little 2-year-old sass?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he'll roll his eyes, and he gets tendency to throw stuff like, no, you're not supposed to do that. So we'll get on him a little bit.
And then going on, after you graduated, you get the offer to go and play in Toronto.
Yeah.
With the Raptors 905 in the NBA G League. What was that? What was the call like for that? You get called to. I bet it was crazy, right?
Yeah. Me and my agent talked about it a little bit. Like, we're gonna put you in the NBA G League draft. See what happens. You got a possibility. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm in the gym. Just working out. I get on my phone. Like somebody called me. Like, hey, you just got down. I'm like, what you just talking about, man? I don't know nothing. So I get a call like from them, like, yeah, we did job, da. I'm like, oh man, like this crowd was sitting in the gym, it's crazy. And then I had to leave like the next 2 days to go out there, the training camp, and it was definitely a good experience. And the coaches, we had a bond, and they really liked me. So I hope I can get back to them, next year. We're gonna see where it goes.
And yeah, you went through like the kind of the draft process as well. Once you did leave college, you went and tried out with the Cleveland Cavaliers as well.
Yeah.
What was the tryout like?
It was pretty cool. They they gave you gear and all that. They making sure you're eating good. We doing a lot of tests, a lot of drills. So it was very cool to be in that facility, very good facility, and to be with them players I was going against, it was good.
Yeah, and making your way here over to the UK, how does your like playing time in college compare to playing here in the British Basketball League?
I feel like it went up more, but my mind got stronger. I really know what to do now and how to stay in the game. I feel like if I would have known that at Memphis, it would have turned out a little better for me. But it's all the experience. That means I'm growing and I'm actually knowing what I'm doing.
I'll say you're still a young guy.
Yeah.
You're lower 20s.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got your career ahead of you.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
This is kind of like the first step onto that career. So there's plenty more ways up the mountain, isn't there?
Most definitely.
So you're coming to Worcester. There was a Buzz 16 interview that you did where everyone, including yourself, said that you were the most likely one to forget plays.
Oh yeah.
Does that still stand now?
Oh no, I know all the plays now. Yeah, I'm good. It just took me a little minute, repetition, just keep doing it. I was real fresh to it, so I'm like, I don't know what to do, but yeah, everything good now.
I'll say you're coming in, you're dropping between 15, 20 points a night. It's been crazy since you started settling into the squad.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the one that forgets the plays now? Who's the one that has replaced you?
I think everybody on track right now, to be honest. Everybody still might have a say, like, oh, you put me over there, but it's really cool right now. I decided we all know our plays.
It's like a smoothly running train right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And you would you say that you obviously you've got that big personality, you like to make people smile, you do it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're like kind of like to be like the life of the party in the locker room?
Yeah, most definitely. If I can put out a joke or some type of music, I'm willing to do that. All positive vibes. Getting away from the negativity. So I like to bring that.
I was saying that some of the times that I've witnessed some practices, you've got the music blaring. Are you like the radio, the locker room DJ?
I got to bring that back out. Man. I ain't bring it back out in a minute, but yeah, I come in here and bump some stuff. Cuts like, all right, time for practice. Mike, come cut this off. I turn it up like, hey, man. But yeah, I'll be chilling.
Do you let any of the other players pick any songs? Or?
Oh yeah, anything they want to. Hey, you want my phone? You got it.
Is there any player that you will not let touch it?
Oh, Dan, man. When we be in the the weight room, I don't know what he be playing, man. It's some UK music, but I'm just like, bro, what is this? Like, I can't even hear what they saying. But that's something he like. That's their lingo. So I just let him rock out with it sometimes. But when my phone is on the aux, no, you're not getting that. I'm sorry.
So Dan likes the Georgia Smiths, doesn't he? What would you say if you were working out in the gym? What's your go-to song?
I gotta listen to something upbeat because I'm lifting, we be pumping in there, so it'll probably be like some NBA young boy or something, or Kodak Black, something that's gonna keep me going. I know slow music, nothing like that. So yeah, I'm an NBA young boy fan anyway. So
have you got like anyone in the locker room that you've kind of got like similar music taste? Like, is anyone like kind of share the same music taste as you?
What was that? Man, how am I forgetting his name, man? I don't know. Hold on. Elijah.
Elijah, yeah.
But we both be on the Ride Wave, Ride Wave, cool. I like this one song called Thug Motivation. That's like one of my favorite songs for sure.
And kind of come into like the sort of the end of this interview. I wanted to touch back into your personal life and kind of ask about you and your kind of new life potentially after basketball. And that's kind of like your family.
Yeah.
So people might have seen on social media Boogie Jr., the little 2-year-old who we've already spoken about. How proud are you to have like a son, and what's it like being a father?
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely to be a father. I wouldn't put it past anything. Just having your seed there and you able to raise them the right way, and differently than what you got raised, and give them different things that you didn't have. So, yeah, I really love that. I'm really a family guy. Plan on having more kids in the future, maybe like 5 more. But I come from a big family, and I love it. And after my career, I want to be a paramedic. So eventually, I'm gonna get that license during this. So afterwards, I can just hop right into it. But I'm not gonna do it for long. Maybe a year or two. If I love it, possibly go farther. But that's just something I want to do.
Is that something that you're kind of trying to figure out, right now? Like, where's the best places to do that, or are you kind of like thinking ahead of time, like that's what you definitely want to do?
Oh no, that's something I definitely want to do. I have my mind on it. If I would have went to New Mexico, I would have been licensed to be a paramedic coming straight out of college. But I love helping people, that's in need. I done did ride-alongs with them.
Well, that's awesome. Obviously, your little one he's 2.
Yeah.
When he becomes a bit older, what advice would you give him that you kind of wish that you also had when you were, say he grows up to be 10? What advice would you give him to, that you wish that you would have had at that age?
Do the right things, man. Stay in the right crowd. To be honest, you're only gonna have a good 2 or 3 real friends. You don't need no big crowd. And whenever you do, work hard at it. Just go hard, because that hard work is eventually gonna pay off, man. Like I said, me just doing this, he always gonna see me working hard. And he already, like, when I went to the gym back at home, he doing goblet squats that I was doing. He trying to do the battle ropes and all that. I'm like, okay, you getting this. I like this. So it's already gonna be embedded in you. So just tell him go hard, and just respect everybody that gives you advice and whatnot.
And kind of the final question. What it's kind of philosophical and kind of deep. What would you say you are most grateful for in your life?
What I'm grateful for? I'm grateful for a lot of things. Like I said, my son, being able to come over here and have this experience. Coming from where I come from, it's hard, and I'm glad I'm making it out, doing something big. I got a lot of people behind me, and I'm just trying to be that example that if I can do it, you can do it. Grateful to have my family, my girlfriend and whatnot. So it's a lot of things I'm grateful for.
Well, I mean, I know that maybe not just me saying this, but we're happy and grateful to have you a part of the Worcester Wolves organisation. If you have any message for the Worcester Wolves fans out there, then go ahead.
Hey, I thank y'all for having me over here. We'll see what's up next year, on what goes on, but I'm glad to be here, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike.
For sure. Cheers, Mike.